Good afternoon. Namaste. This is Dr. Aparna. I am your emotional healing synergist. I am an Ayurvedic psychotherapist, a passionate infopreneur, edupreneur, medical writer, and a budding YouTuber. Welcome to today's session. In our last session, we discussed about emotional freedom. So, what is emotional freedom? Why is it important? What is the impact of emotional freedom on physical health and mental health? How to attain emotional freedom, some strategies we had discussed regarding all these in the previous session. In today's session, we're gonna discuss about Ayurvedic perspective of dealing with emotions, dealing with mental health disorders. What does Ayurveda has to say about it? Ayurvedic psychiatry and Ayurvedic psychotherapy perspective. In what causes mental health disorder, how to and what does it have to say about emotional freedom, and all of this we are going to discuss in today's session. Without getting wasting any time, let's get started. See, just for recap, for who missed the last session, see, emotional freedom refers to the ability to manage and navigate one's emotions effectively, so, without being overwhelmed by them. That means it involves being in control of your emotional responses and being able to make choices that are not solely dictated by your feelings. Emotions which are under your control, not the emotions controlling you. So my definition of emotional freedom was is being free from and feeling like a victim and controlled by our emotions. We have to control our emotions, we have to take responsibility and accountability of our emotions. We are emotionally free when we know how to learn from and manage our feelings, so that we are not reactive to them and they don't control us. The main aim is emotions don't control us, we control our emotions. So, what does Ayurveda and Ayurvedic psychiatry has to say about it? See, in Ayurvedic psychiatry, mental disorders are believed to stem from imbalances from the tridoshas, mainly all the physical, either it is physical, either it is psychological, or both psychosomatical disorders in Ayurveda stem from the imbalance of tridoshas, that is vata, pitta, and kapha, as well as the disturbances in the mind. you know and there are three gunas, that is three, as there are three doshas of the body, vata, pitta, and kapha. Ayurveda says there are three gunas. I have spoken about it a number of times, and these are also given a place in Bhagavad Gita, Puranas, and Vedas. They are called Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas. See, if they are also imbalanced, or one of the doshas takes over the other doshas, then also we will have mental health disorders. So see, doshas as well as the disturbances in the mind, that is sattva, rajas, tamas, and indriyas, the sense organs, the senses, and soul, atma is also given importance in Ayurveda. So emotional and psychological factors play a significant role in Ayurvedic views on mental health. So dosha imbalances, each dosha is associated with specific mental traits. So, vata imbalances can lead to anxiety, insomnia, and fear. See, each dosha is associated with certain mental traits. So, vata imbalance can lead to anxiety, insomnia, and fear. Pitta imbalance might lead to result in anger, irritability, and having a perfectionism syndrome. And excessive kapha can lead to depression, lethargy, and attachment. So, and because not only because of the doshas, the ama or the toxin accumulation, see, negative emotions, unresolved trauma, and unhealthy emotion patterns lead to the accumulation of mental toxins, that is ama. This as there are physical toxins in the body, there are mental toxins as well. According to Ayurveda, toxins means ama. This disrupts, actually the ama is caused by the physical, after the physical digestion. If your metabolism and the digestion is not proper, so Ayurveda says that psychological diseases may also be caused by physical phenomena. So this, what it does is, the the accumulation of mental toxins disrupts the flow of energy, and mind body connect, disrupts the flow of energy in the mind body connect, that contributes to mental health issues. And the digestive system, Sarve rogaha mandagnav. That is, Ayurveda says that each and every disease, there is a connection to the digestive system. So, brain gut axis. So, Ayurveda places a strong emphasis on digestion as a cornerstone of mental well being. For mental well being, also, your digestion and metabolism plays an important role. Poor digestion can lead to ama accumulation. Ama, as I said, is toxins accumulation and imbalance in the doshas. This further affects the mental health. And the sensory and the environmental influences, overstimulation of the senses, exposure to excessive noise, bright lights, and unharmonious environment can disturb the balance of mind and doshas, leading to mental imbalances. See, whatever I'm saying is individual and customizable. It is not that every person will have all these imbalances. Each person will have some or the other imbalances, and it is unique. The approach of Ayurveda itself is unique and customizable. Here, one size will not fit everybody. So everybody will have different set of symptoms, different set of causes, and different set of reason for the imbalances, reasons. So, and then next would be unresolved emotions. So unresolved emotions here is suppressed or unexpressed emotions can lead to imbalances. Ayurvedic psychiatry emphasizes on the importance of acknowledging and processing emotions to maintain mental health. Here, what it means is, we have to know don't keep our emotions into ourselves. See, the collection of the collecting of emotions, that also will lead to, and unexpressed or suppressing of emotions or unexpressed emotions can lead to imbalances. So Ayurveda and Ayurvedic psychotherapy emphasizes the importance of acknowledging and processing emotions to maintain mental health. See, emotional freedom is the ability to recognize, process, and express emotions in a healthy manner. So, Ayurvedic mental health treatment also, what it does is aligns with this concept in a few ways. How? Self awareness. See, Ayurveda encourages individuals to become aware of their emotional states. The same thing yoga also does. The pratyahara of yoga also says about the self awareness. See, recognizing emotions helps prevent their suppression and the accumulation of the mental toxins. If you want to know details about the emotional freedom and strategies which we have discussed in the previous session, the links will be in the description. please check out that video so that you will get a clear idea, because this is a continuation session. If you hear that session and come here, it will be easy to understand. So, and mindfulness and meditation, see, practices like meditation and mindfulness enhance emotional awareness, so leading to emotional freedom. These practices help calm the mind, balance doshas, and promotes overall mental well-being. And emotional release, how is the emotional release? Just now we discussed that suppressing emotions or collecting emotions, or not expressing those emotions can have a negative impact, and it may give rise to mental health disorders. So emotional release is also can also be done by Ayurvedic treatments like panchakarma. That is panchakarma, and various other herbo mineral preparations will also help to detoxify. This detoxify is not a detoxify, that fancy word you hear here and there, but this detoxification is the purification of the body, and can aid in releasing accumulated toxins from the body and mind, from both body and mind. Toxins can be released through panchakarma and the herbo mineral supplements. And there are various combinations of treatments which can be given. And balancing the doshas, yes, as I said that mental health disorders arise due to the imbalance of doshas. So here, when we balance the doshas, Ayurveda seeks to balance the doshas through diet, through lifestyle adjustments, through herbal remedies or herbo mineral remedies, or panchakarma, or the procedures, bahya karmas. A balanced dosha state contributes to emotional stability and freedom. See, whenever Ayurveda talks of health, it also talks about the mental health. The definition of health itself in Ayurveda is samadoshaha, samagnishcha, samadhatu, malakriyaha, prasanna, atma, indriya, manaha, swastha ityabhidiyate. So, balance of doshas, samadosha, balance of trigunas, samadosha, sama agni, samadhatu. Here samadhatu is tissues, all the seven tissues. When the seven tissues are balanced, sama agni, when the digestive fire is balanced, samadosha, samadhatu, samagnishta, mala, when you're when the excreta, when there is proper excretion, then prasanna atma indriya manaha. So health involves mana, that is mind, mental health also, and the health of the indriyas, the sense organs. If your sense organs are working perfectly, are in balance, so everything contributes to health when it comes to Ayurveda. So, and herbal support, as I said, there are many treatments. See, Ayurveda mainly concentrates on diet and lifestyle. It is a holistic medicine. Ayurveda is takes a body as a whole, or a whole body treatment methodology. So, like if you follow Ayurvedic daily routines, that is called dinacharya, and Ayurvedic seasonal practices, that is called rutucharya. If you follow dinacharya and rutucharya, it is also not only beneficial in the physical health, it is also beneficial to maintain the mental health, or promoting physical, mental, and emotional balance. So all these are relating to emotional freedom. These are the strategies which can be done to adopted to be emotionally free, or for emotional liberation. Yeah, see, like in summary, we can say that Ayurvedic mental health treatment aims to achieve emotional freedom by addressing dosha imbalances, promoting emotional release, and fostering a holistic balance between mind, body, and emotions. See, as we said, we'll delve deep into this. Like, Ayurvedic, according to the Ayurvedic principles, mental health issues stems from imbalances in the three doshas, that is Vata, Pitta, and Kapha, along with the disturbances in the Satwa, that is mind, pure mind. I'll talk about Sattva Guna in detail. Next, senses, that is Indriya, and soul, that is Atma. See, as I said, vata dosha can lead to anxiety, fear, and restlessness. Pitta might lead to anger, irritability, and aggression. Kapha can lead to depression, lethargy, and attachment. All these, you know symptoms. What happens is, when these imbalances will disrupt your diet, will disrupt your daily routines. That means they interfere in your daily routines, they interfere in your appetite, in your digestion. They will lead to sleep disturbances, and they will lead to excessive stress. See, negative emotions and experiences can also contribute to mental health issues. Ayurveda believes that mental toxins accumulate due to unhealthy emotional patterns, unresolved trauma, and poor digestion. These toxins disrupt the flow of energy and is it disrupts the mind body connect. See, Ayurveda emphasizes the importance of maintaining a brain, healthy gut brain connection, gut brain axis. And as I said, all these causes, see, in Ayurveda offers, various treatments and practices to promote emotional freedom, that is including sattva avajaya chikitsa. The psychological therapies in Ayurveda are called sattva avajaya chikitsa. So these approaches, what it does is it focuses on balancing the mind, body, and soul to help individuals to manage, and overcome emotional clutter. See, Sattva Chikitsa is a branch of Ayurveda which deals with mental purification and enhancement of positive qualities. That is called Sattva. It includes therapies that influence the mind and emotions, aiming to cultivate mental clarity, harmony, and emotional balance. So, next is, as I said, herbal remedies, herbo mineral remedies, diet, nutrition, lifestyle practices, yoga and meditation, and Abhyanga. Abhyanga is Ayurvedic oil massage. If you follow the Rutucharya, that is seasonal regimen in Ayurveda, for different season, for different prakrutis, different oil massage is preferred. That not only helps in your physical health, it also helps to enhance your medical health, mental health. And panchakarma therapies and mantra and sound therapies. Mantra and sound therapy is basically chanting mantras or listening to soothing mantras or sounds, which can positively influence your emotions and promote a peaceful state of mind. See, Ayurveda has some references given in getting rid of emotional clutter. And see, in Charaka Samhita, this is the foundational text of Ayurveda. And this emphasizes on the importance of mental and emotional well-being for overall health, that is for holistic health or holistic wellness. It discusses the role of emotions in causing imbalances and provides guidelines for their management. In Sushruta Samhita as well. This text is also a fundamental text of Ayurveda. This text contains insights into mental health disorders and therapies to balance emotions through lifestyle, diet, and herbal or herbo mineral remedies. And panchakarma and ashtanga hridaya, this is also a text, in Ayurveda. This text discusses the role of emotions and mental well-being in health and maintenance. So it provides a guidance on practices to enhance emotional equilibrium. It is not that only modern psychology or the modern medicine discusses about the mental health. and emotional intelligence and emotional freedom. There are a lot of infinite number of references in our classic texts as well, in Ayurveda as well, to which talks about, maybe not the coin term is not emotional freedom or emotional intelligence, but it basically talks about the mental health and how to improve and how to balance doshas and improve the mental well-being of the patient as well. So Bhagavad Gita, also this that spiritual manual, I have talked about Bhagavad Gita also a number of times. I have made 3 videos on Bhagavad Gita and mental health, insights on mental health. So if you want, you can refer those sessions to get a detailed idea how Bhagavad Gita emphasizes on importance of managing emotions for inner peace and growth. See, Ayurveda offers a holistic approach of achieving emotional freedom through a combination of psychological therapies, lifestyle practices, herbal remedies, panchakarma, and more. So, these practices aim to balance the mind, body, and spirit, promoting emotional clarity and well being. So, see, Ayurveda identifies certain mental qualities or gunas, 3 gunas that is called in Ayurveda, or gunas that, when imbalanced, can contribute to mental disorders. So, the 3 main gunas are satwa, purity, rajas, that is activity, tamas, that is inertia. This is just a reference to what it can be correlated to. So imbalance in these gunas, especially in the presence of negative qualities here, karma is, see, uh, whenever I describe these qualities, it is not that people should not have desires. The wrong desires, the greed, if you want to be very good, best at your career, that is not a wrong desire. Don't take every desire as wrong. Only the desires which are made with wrong intention, which tend to harm others, those desires which tend to bring the morale down in others, all those desires are wrong. Read it like that. Whenever I read karma, every karma here is not wrong, every desire here is not wrong. Desire for having the desire for the betterment of oneself is never wrong, whether it is in personal growth or professional growth or emotional growth, that is not wrong. Whenever anybody talks of desire here or karma here, it is the harmful or the negative desire or the greedy desire. You can take it like, read it like that. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, and matsarya. See, kama means desire, the wrong intentions or the wrong desire, which might cause harm. There are good desires and there are bad desire. We are talking about the wrong desires here, bad desires. So krodha is anger. Anger is extensive here. Anger is for everything a person gets angry, that we are talking about that. Lobha is greed, very much greed. To have things of your necessity is a need. So the greed which goes beyond the need, we are talking about that greed here. Moha is delusion. Mother is pride. The pride which is which tends to bring the morale of others, that we are talking about that pride here. Matsarya is jealousy. When we talk of jealousy, we are talking about holding on to that jealousy, and being having a grudge or taking revenge, or trying to harm others with that jealousy. We are talking about that when we talk about Matsarya. Read it in that way. so can lead to various mental and emotional disturbances. Ayurveda says like these are the negative qualities, like kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya chaye manah prasadanti te hesham dukkha dosha. See, dukkha doshantakari, all these lead to dukkha and imbalance of doshas. That means the desire here is wrong desire, anger, greed, delusion, pride and jealousy, when they prevail in the mind, then when you have that vitiates your mind and they give rise to mental disorders and suffering. See, karma here is explained as excessive desire can create a constant sense of craving and dissatisfaction. What this does, it creates a constant state of craving and dissatisfaction. This mental turbulence can lead to anxiety, frustration, and a lack of contentment. So next is, krodha, uncontrolled anger. See, this is uncontrolled anger. You might feel that okay, I also get angry at times. No, not that usual anger. Here we are talking about uncontrolled anger. We are talking about ati of everything. See, there is a quote, ati sarvatra varjayet. So excess of anything is bad. So we are talking about that excess here. Uncontrolled anger disrupts mental harmony, causing emotional instability and impulsive behaviors. Prolonged anger can contribute to stress related disorders. So this, and we are talking about greed beyond the need. We are talking about that greediness and attachment to the material possessions lead to dissatisfaction, anxiety and a constant pursuit of external validation, which can negatively impact the mental well-being. Moha, delusion here is involves misperception and confusion about the reality. We have heard a term called hallucination in major symptoms of mental health disorders have hallucination, the delusion, that is misperception or misinterpretation or miscommunication. See, it can lead to distorted thinking patterns and contribute to mental disorders like paranoia or anxiety. So like that. And mother is pride here, excessive pride. you know Loving yourself, being proud of yourself and your loved ones is not bad. Here we are talking about ati, excessive pride can result in a sense of superiority and ego driven behaviors. We are talking about ego here, and ego driven behaviors, and leading to strained relationship. By you having ego, you will treat other person not as equal to you. You treat that you are superior to them, so that will lead to a strained relationships, that will disrupt your relationships, your professional relationships, your personal relationships, and you will be isolated, and it will also have emotional you will also have emotional disturbances. Matsarya here is, jealousy, holding on to that jealousy. Jealousy breeds feelings of inadequacy, resentment, and negativity. So these emotions can erode mental peace and contribute to depressive states. So, see, the shloka which I read emphasizes that the prevalence of these negative qualities in the mind can disrupt mental equilibrium and lead to mental health disorders and suffering. So, Ayurveda advises cultivating positive qualities such as compassion, contentment, self awareness, and self discipline to counterbalance these negative tendencies and to promote mental well being. So, having compassion, empathy, contentment, self awareness, self discipline, all of these only are stated in the modern psychology or modern psychotherapy as well. But these have been in our scripture since 5,000, 6,000 years ago, and much before in the Vedas and Puranas, almost 10,000 years ago. So we have everything here. So And in Ayurveda, the concept of satwa, it is satwa is one of the fundamental qualities or guna of mind. As I said, satwa, rajas and tamas are the three gunas of mind. So this, what it does is, sattva guna governs the mind, body and consciousness. So it governs the mind, body and consciousness is, you always analyze whether I am doing the right thing. Is it good for others as well? You analyze that is because of the sattva quality in you. You analyze whether it is good or bad. You interpret things. Okay, so that is because of the sattva quality. The purity, the clarity, the balance, the harmony, and the tranquility. Sattva is associated with all these. It is associated with the sattva, is associated with the qualities that promote mental and emotional well being. That is, leading to calm, focused, and content state of mind. So, what are the characteristics of sattva? Characteristics of sattva here is, sattva quality is characterized by attributes that contribute to mental clarity. First is mental clarity, clarity of the mind, and then is emotional stability, then is the spiritual growth. All these, what are the characteristics here is, the people who are the sattva quality is a, a symbol of calmness. Sattva promotes peaceful and tranquil mind, free from agitation and restlessness. So sattva promotes clarity. See, sattva quality brings mental clarity, enabling to make better decision. When you decide something whether it is right or wrong, that is because of the sattva quality. If your sattva is good, your decision making ability is better, and you also tend to understand one's emotions. The compassion, sattva fosters feelings of empathy, compassion and selflessness, towards others. It brings about a natural sense of joy, contentment and inner happiness. So sattva also brings contentment, joy and inner happiness. All these are the attributes of sattva. See, sattva quality, encourages harmony between thoughts, emotions, and actions, leading to a balanced life. So, and focus. It enhances concentration. If you have, if your sattva is good, you sattva quality is good, then it enhances concentration. It improves memory. It makes it easier to engage in meditative practices, in pranayama and meditation. So in meditation, breathing exercises and mindfulness exercises. And sattva quality also promotes your spiritual growth by promoting self awareness and deeper introspection of yourself. So the we are discussing the role of see how to improve sattva. You will now ask, how do I improve the sattva quality? There are some things. Sattvic diet. See, when diet also, we might think it only plays a role in your physical well-being. No, diet plays a role in your mental well-being as well. Sattvic diet is consume fresh, natural and unprocessed foods, and focus on the whole grains, fresh fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds and dairy products. If you're not lactose intolerant, avoids food that are excessively salty, spicy or heavy. This is the sattvic diet which is prescribed to a person with a mental health disorder as well. Dinacharya, follow a consistent daily routine is called dinacharya in Ayurveda. That includes waking on time, regularly waking on time, and sleeping time and waking time should be fixed, and meals and proper meals, proportionate meals, exercise, relaxation. All these helps the to bring regulate the body's natural rhythms. When the body's natural rhythms are regulated, your mental well-being also enhances. It helps in the overall well-being of the person. It promotes balance. So meditation and yoga, whatever is comfortable for you, the pranayama, the yoga, include a physical exercise, whatever is, helpful for you. Engage in meditation, pranayama and yoga practices to calm the mind, enhance focus and cultivate inner peace. When you spend time in nature, when you practice meditation and yoga, what happens is not only your physical health, mental health also enhances. Mindful eating, eat mindfully is paying attention to when you eat, paying attention on the taste, paying attention on the texture, paying attention on the aroma of the food. That means you relish your food thoroughly. Avoid distractions while eating to promote a mindful connection with your mind and body. So, and nature connection. As I said, whenever you get time to spend in nature, early morning or evenings in the sunset, spend time in the nature to connect with its soothing and grounding energies. So Ayurveda suggests spending time in nature, to enhance satwa quality, and self-care rituals. Practice, self-care rituals like maybe any hobbies, skills, upgrading any hobbies and skills. And as per Ayurveda, Abhyanga, warm baths, soothing rituals to nourish your body and mind. And rutu, according to the rutu, going to the doctor and getting panchakarma. So, and Satwa Vajaya Chikitsa, as I said, the Satwa Vajaya Chikitsa talks about, engaging practices that promote mental clarity, such as meditation, positive affirmations, journaling, release emotional clutter through introspection, analyzing your emotions. Okay, all these are the Ayurvedic strategies to improve mental well-being. I get a lot of questions that on Ayurveda as well. That's the reason I happen to address this session entirely on Ayurveda, how Ayurveda and Ayurvedic psychotherapy and Ayurvedic psychiatry also pays attention to the emotional freedom. Maybe the coin term is different, but there are references quoting everything regarding mental health. There are several references. There are also references in our spiritual texts as well, quoting this Ayurveda. So, and I think, yeah, so that brings the end of the session. So, thank you for staying tuned. If you have any questions, or if you want me to address on any other topics on Ayurveda, mental health, psychotherapy, so you can drop it in the comments section. I will address it in the upcoming sessions. So, thank you. We'll discuss more on emotional freedom and the emotional freedom book. I was talking about the book of Dr. Judith Orloff. So, we'll discuss about all that in the next session. So, thank you, and that's it for today's session. Namaste.